Okay, in this tutorial we are going to learn how to find for rent ads and which ones to actually keep and enter on a spreadsheet or the web form, and which ones to just go past. So we're going to start off in Craigslist, then you're going to go to the US, you're going to go to Nashville, Tennessee. Go ahead and click on that, and you will see in the housing, apartments and housing. So you're going to do the for real estate for sale for the for sale by owners, which is in a previous tutorial, and the same time right after you're done with this for the day, each day once it's updated, you're going to go to this one, apartments and housing. So go ahead and click right there, and we are going to start. First off, what you're going to have to do from the to make sure that we're caught up is to go through each of these, going way back. So you're going to go to next 100 postings all the way to the end of this. But what we're going to do for rent at this point, we're going to go 3 bedrooms plus, and other than that, you're going to make sure. Other than that, I think that's good. So go ahead and click search. And let's just use an example to say for each day what you're going to do. So for the first day, you're going to see May 13th. So you're going to scroll down, and let's just say we were doing it for May 13th and we start at the very first one. So you can see here that you left off May 12th. That would have been your last one. And then from there, you want to make sure to go from here. So the first thing we want to look for is we want to make sure that it's in certain cities, and the way that we are able to the way that we're going to do that is we are going to go first. You can, if you ever have any questions about which cities would I include to look for either for rent or for sale by owners, they're both going to be the same cities. These are the only cities that we're really looking in. You're going to notice on some of the Craigslist ads, they will have addresses, things like that. So you may need to click in there, but it may just have the city name right there. And then you can see, well, let me look on my web form here. Let me see if that city is included. So address and city of property, where you're going to enter that. You can see right here, at least put the city that it's located in. If it's there, no address. And you're only going to enter properties located in Nashville, Hendersonville, Gallatin, Madison, Old Hickory, Goodlettsville, or Antioch. So any other ones, you're just going to bypass. But sometimes you have to look through here and actually find it. So let's just say this one. It says in Woodland Point. First off, I've never heard of Woodland Point, but I know that it's not one of the cities mentioned, so let's click on it and see what we have. So with this one, you are going to kind of scan through, see if you can find a city. Oh, here we go, Nashville. So we can tell first that it's in the city that we're going to look for. But other than that, we want to make sure that it's an actual home and not an apartment or not a condo. And with this one, and we want to make sure that it is an owner who is trying to rent it out, not a property management company. So when you're looking through this, one of the things that would stand out for me is that it says Dennis King, which is great, but right here, see his number, and then it says Avenue Real Estate Services LLC. What that means is that's a property management company. So we would want to bypass this because it's just a property manager, someone who does this probably a lot for whoever owns this property, and they're probably not going to be someone we would want to contact. Also, I can tell I wouldn't want to mess with it. That is not a single family home, meaning it's not just a home that's by itself, it's actually attached. As you can see this part, or this right here, I can tell that's something, that's a house, a townhome attached to another building, so another property. We're not really interested in those. We want single family homes that are just one home on a piece of land. So let's back up. Let's see what else we've got. So we know that's all at 13th. So let's go back to previous. And with there, we're going to start at the bottom. So we've got Woodbine, Glencliff. Never heard of that as a city. I don't think that it is actually, but let's click on it. And here is a home. That is a single home. So this would be good by looking at the home. Also, you can see here it's listed. This is by a realty company. So when you see that, we're going to just say next, because we only want to talk to individual owners, not people representing owners. This would be an agent or a property management company representing an owner. Another way that you can find out if it's in Nashville or not, is you could probably just do this. Let's see what happens if we do that. If you click Google Map or you go to Google, enter the address, it's in Nashville. So that would be one that we would use if it wasn't listed by a property management company. So it would be good. It would be in Nashville. It is a home, but it does have a property management company. So you wouldn't want to enter that. If you ever have any questions on whether or not to enter it, I would just say put all of that and let me determine it. But in all reality, I'm just going to delete that out. So let's go back. Clarksville, Tennessee. See when you see that with a zip code, Clarksville. If you wonder, is Clarksville one of the cities? I do not see Clarksville because Clarksville is not a city we would use. So let's keep going up. Oak Grove, Tennessee. And we can look back at this. Oak Grove is not one of the cities mentioned here. So let's keep on going up. We've got Nashville. And let's see here. Listing agent. So that is listed with a real estate agent. It's not just an individual owner. So you can tell that it is a house. Let's see how I can tell that actually. Well, really you can't tell. I just know that it is. But let's see. Price $2,000, Davidson County. So essentially this could be used except for this. So we wouldn't use it. Let's back up. Go to the next one up. Large house, good for group home. Whenever it has this, if you would, just go ahead and then I would say just copy. Well, I probably wouldn't even use this, but what you could do, if you ever wanted to, you could say date ad was posted. You would say that was the 13th, posted the 13th. You could even probably do this. I think you could just copy and paste. Copy. No, gotta do May 13th. Alright, so May 13th, 2013. Source for rent, because we know that's a for rent. And with this one, let's just do this. If it's just an email, I would just copy and paste. Let's see if this works. So you would copy, there is no number, and seller, we don't have anything. So for features, I would put this. So I would copy that, put that in the features, and on the asking price, I would just put this. If that's all that you had right there, but you know that it says large house, so go ahead and put, you could put that or right here. I'm actually going to put a different notes section to where then you could submit that. So let's just say you've submitted that, and then we can see that pop up. So with that, I would know just to every day I could just email them. What I would do is email them, and I'm actually going to get it set up in another tutorial to where we will have you sending emails to ones with no numbers. So this will eventually be bypassed, but for now you can see there's everything that I'm looking at whenever it's done. So, and then you would just go to submit another response, start over. So let's back up, let's see if we can't find some more. Must see, 4-bedroom, 3-bath. It's in Nashville, we know it's in one of the cities, and it is a home, and you can tell that is a home. It's not attached to anything else. It's a nice home actually. So please call to schedule a showing, and it doesn't have an address. It just says Eller Drive at Northridge Drive. So you know, I would just put I would copy and paste this. If that's all that they have for an address, I would copy and paste that right in the address section. And also put Nashville. You'd want to make sure that I know what city it's in. So at the very least, put what city it's in. And the number, you would copy and paste and put right there. And other than that, for features, I would just do really the main things I'm concerned with is that. How many bedrooms and baths is it? And other than that, I would just make sure to, if they have any amounts like this right here, I think $2,200. That lets me know how much they're charging per month. That would actually be the best. Copy and paste that, put it in the feature sheet. Let's go to next here. Let's see, so going back up, we've got on this house for less than you could rent it. This could be a good. It's in Antioch, which is one of the cities. So click that. Ah, this would be perfect. So that would go in features right here, 3-bedroom, 1,600 square feet. Ah, but it wouldn't be, and you see why. So see, you would have a good one except for the fact that it is listed with a real estate agent. That's a real estate agent right there. So you wouldn't put it in because it's not an owner. Then you go next. I'd like to find one we could use here. Let's see. That's whenever you see MLS number, that means it's listed. Well, and that does too, real estate agent. Let's see if we can't just scroll here and find the Maples area. Let's see. This one could be. So with that, it has no contact information. So we know you would just copy and paste that email for me to email. And that concludes the tutorial. If you have any questions, feel free to let me know, and I'll be glad to help you out. But basically, you just make sure it's for sale by owner or for rent, contact number and email, their name if they have it, the address or at least the city that it's located in if there is no address, asking price if they have any, which would also be the rent amount, and the features, 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, and then submit it. And then it goes to my spreadsheet. Other than that, that concludes the tutorial on how to find for rent ads and put them on the spreadsheet. Thanks.